No cold opening this week. We are finishing up dusting my desk. And right before we recorded this, to be fair, I've done the rankings and such. Let me make sure it's in the video, actually. Oh, here's your cold opening. It's me finishing the preparation for the power rankings. Hope you liked that little ending last week. I hope Daniel, see this, Daniel, sorry about that. That's not great what happens. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't know. And if you know, you know. That's just all I'm going to say. Let's get back to the power rankings, shall we? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with another spectacular week of the power rankings. And as you can see, we've got ourselves our beautiful beloved board, the Triple B, as always, doing things nice. Jacking off Nick, Joey, Lionel, Megan, JJ, George, Lance, Sam, and Esmeralda will wrap up our beautiful 10-some of the week. Our matchup of the week last week. Whew, it was a good one. JJ basically lost on Thursday night, and that's kind of funny. He lost to me in, of course, a very spirited affair. We got a lot closer in the end, but DeAndre Swift, Wan'Dale Robinson completely shit it for him, which is kind of hilarious. And also, Aaron Rodgers broke his fucking wrist and missed most of the game. Saquon Barkley continued his terrorism arc. Jalen Hurts also joined in for the fun. Jalen Waddle was kind of dog shit, but you know what? It's alright. Doesn't really matter that much. And I was able to beat JJ in a huge matchup. And like I said, this is just the spear of mid. As of right now, you have 7-4 wins in this league. Nobody has broken away from the pack. Nobody has broken away into the playoffs. People have better playoff odds than others. I'm the 2 seed, so... And I'm one game out from being out of the playoffs. That's just kind of the reality of it all. I mean, the good news is that this week, if I can beat Lance, which is not the matchup of the week, but if I beat Lance, I'm pretty sure my playoff odds skyrocket. Lance's plummet. But all of a sudden now, Sam's still in the playoff race. Esmeralda's nearly falling out of the playoff race. George, who has 3 of the best players in all fantasy football this year, is almost out of the playoff race. How do you have fucking Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, and JSN? By the way, in case you're wondering, all number 1 at their position. I just want that to be clear. All number 1, and you're somehow 5-6. This is just really not great for him. If he makes the playoffs, he probably wins the whole league. If he doesn't, it's funny. But yeah, there is that, of course. And then, of course, we have the matchup of the week this week, Jack versus Sam. Jack and Sam are surprisingly the 2 longest win streak people. I mean, also Nick, but sorry, Nick, you don't really face anybody interesting this week. Who do you face off against this week? Nick, put up your matchup while I look for it on my screen, because I was prepared for this. My bad. You play Lionel. That's actually a good matchup. It's a father and son battle. Yay! Everybody clap for the beautiful and only father and son doing the league. I mean, honestly, besides Jack and his dad, because he won't admit that he is still having his dad help in leagues. And I know what you're doing, motherfucker. I'm not surprised. But, of course, that is going to be the matchup of the week is Jack versus Sam. So the other father-son matchup gets into it. The father being... The fuck was that shit? I have no fucking clue what was that. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Am I getting airstriked? What the fuck? Alright, anyways, the point is, we have a very good matchup this week, and this is a huge matchup for Nick, and this week can secure a lot for the playoff race. So, in case you're wondering, we do have some scenarios. If Jack wins, he's in. I think if he wins, he's outright, he's in. I think he's going to win. No offense, Sam. Your team is kind of getting cooked right now because of injuries. You're also missing Lad McConkey, Devontae Achan, and Deebo Samuel at the worst possible times. So, yeah, that's kind of a cooked product there. But if Jack also wins, that means that one of the 3 teams out of the playoffs also could be it. Now, all 3 of the teams that are out of the playoffs cannot lose this week because Esmeralda and George are playing. However, if Esmeralda beats George and I win, I think also if Megan wins, or JJ, respectively, if Lionel or Nick, respectively, win, and then, yeah, if all of us win and George and Sam lose, that means that all of us, I believe, are playoff bound. Don't know if that's going to happen, but obviously I'm off to a bad start because Davis Mills got Nico Collins killed with a terrorism pass, and that's just really awesome, by the way. Thanks for that, Nico Collins. The Thursday night games have already happened. Speaking of Josh Allen, he had an absolute clunker of a game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was not great for him. And did anybody else have any football players last night? Oh, yeah. Lionel had Dawson Knox. Don't know why he thinks starting Dawson Knox in the year of our Lord 2025 is a good idea. But, Nick, like I said, pretty much a free win this week, buddy. Have fun with that. Good luck. and Godspeed. But yeah, of course, the most exciting part of the week is the parlay of the week. Usable magical, mystical numbers. Last week's parlay of the week was surprising because I almost had a lot of good things go my way. Now, Warren and Freiermuth did not score touchdowns, I don't believe. Neither did Jalen Waddle. Chicago and Carolina won, and Tampa almost did. So that was almost a good bet. But either way, we're going to go ahead and do our new parlay of the week. Let me pull up my beloved FanDuel app. Still no word if they want to sponsor me. Honestly, I don't blame them. But still, if they want to sponsor me, that'd be really awesome because I do get a decent bit of views. And it's really great. Where are the NFL games? They like disappear. Every time I click on the link for the NFL games and they disappear. I'm fucking going on another goddamn app. Okay, so we have a beautiful game lines to go off of. It is Friday, so at this point they're there. I'm going to be picking some interesting ones. The first one I'm going to pick that might be somewhat interesting is I think we are going to see another stellar upset. I think we're going to see the Cardinals beat the Jaguars. I don't know why. I just think the Cardinals are kind of... Actually, no, take that shit off. I'm not doing that. I'm going to say... In some weird realm of this world, the Falcons are now favored over the Saints. Not taking that. I will be taking the Buccaneers over the Rams. I think the Buccaneers are going to play better than last week. They're going to get guys back healthy this week. I think it'll be the Buccaneers. And then, of course, we're going to go to 49ers and Panthers. I'm going to pick... Sorry, everybody, we brought to the 49ers. The Panthers. The Panthers are kind of nasty, and I think they're going to do a good job this week. But then, of course, we have anytime touchdown. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's start off with some big dubs. First things first, I want to pick TreVeyon Henderson. I know, apparently, Ramondre Stevenson is coming back. And he's like the touchdown vulture. But TreVeyon Henderson proved the past 2 weeks with the injury that he should be getting more reps. And I may also be starting him in fantasy. So this may be the most frustrating week of my life. But there is that. I will also be picking a beloved Zay Flowers touchdown picks. Yes, these are two people that I'm using. God damn it, I need it. Nico Collins sold on me. All right, that's all I can say. I'll spread the love. Here, JSN, anytime touchdown score. Fuck it. You happy, George? Then we have, fuck it. Whoever has Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's Jack. I will be picking him as well. Jack, congratulations. You're getting mentioned on this besides not being shit on. I hope you enjoy it. And then, last but not least, I will be putting a beautiful... crispy dollary do. I have so many people in the goddamn Eagles-Cowboys game. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to go Alvin Kamara for Lance, because I know Lance is probably watching this. He's like, what the hell? So, yeah, pretty insane parlay. We're going to throw $10 on that. If I throw $10, I can get $6,000. If this hits, fuck this league. I'm just quitting. I'm quitting this league. Fuck this shit. But this is the get out of the hood parlay right here, as we like to call it. It is put together. It's kind of hard to see the top part, but you can see the little bit of it. But the parlay is together. Nick, throw it up on screen if you haven't already. If you have, good job. You're a great editor as always. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, also the trade deadline has come and it is passed. It is over. The deadline is really weird in the ESPN. They don't let you change the times of it. So I try to be like, I'll make it at 9 so everybody has a chance. No, it's at 12 regardless, any date. So I just extended it for a week, but nobody can make trades. If you try to make a trade now, there will be a straight up veto. There's no bullshit. The deadline did not change dates. So if you're trying to make a trade this week, I'm looking directly at you, Sam and Jack, George or Jack, whatever the fucking three of you. You three are fucking scummy sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that will be straight up vetoed by me or Lance. We're gonna go ahead and look at the message board to make sure nobody's doing that. Just to be sure, on camera, to know that there is no bias towards this. We're doing it as soon as it happens. Not waiver order. Shit. Recent activity. Yeah, nobody's making any trades recent anyways. Yeah. Alright, well, you guys had another fucking boring-ass deadline. I mean, the problem is that this week we are, everybody's in the playoff race. I think if Sam and Esmeralda win this week, and somehow Jack loses. Well, actually, Sam winning means Jack loses. Let's be smart. If that happens, that means everybody will probably be within, everybody's going to be within 2 wins of each other, which means the last 2 weeks you straight up just need to keep winning to survive. And that can be very difficult for most of you, but nevertheless, it's all about just getting in and making it to the playoff special. But there is one final thing to talk about. Next week, of course, is the beloved Thanksgiving holiday where you all are going to be with your families. George and Jack, hope you're... Fuck, whatever. George, Sam, and Jack. Maybe Jack is part of your family at this point. I don't know. I just make you... You three are brothers at this point. You all act the same. But obviously, the mass conglomeration of Esmer, of Raina, family members we have in this chat, and then you have me and Lance, the 2 white boys you let tag along. Obviously, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving break, and I'm saying that because I will not be doing next week's episode. We are going to be letting the Reina family do the episode. I don't know if it's going to be all 4 of them, or maybe even we get a cameo from Daniel or the matriarch of the family, Nick's mom. I don't know your name, by the way. I'm sorry if I don't know your name. I actually have never been told your name. I don't know if it's purposeful or not, but I just don't know your fucking name. So, Nick, throw our name up on there if you want. Don't full name, just the first name. But yeah, we will see you all next week for the Reina family special. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm very excited because honestly, Megan acts all pissy about this shit, even though we all know her dad actually runs her team. But, you know. Nevertheless, have a good week of fantasy football. The rest of the matchups are up on screen. Me and Lance, it's the second time, whatever time this season we're going to be playing each other. Rematch of the championship game. Hope you all have a good week. Hope you all enjoy. And most importantly, remember the rules of this point of the season is don't lose like an idiot. I'm looking directly at you, George. Don't look like an idiot. I already see it happening. It's kind of funny. But I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.